Eamon O'Carroll, you must be pleased that Bradford have now made it 3 wins on the bounce with a 19-12 win over Toulouse this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really important to us. We want to keep on backing up performances, and just really proud of the character that the group shown today. We weren't perfect by any stretch of the imagination, but one thing we did get perfect was our effort and our connection together, and we ended up getting the reward for it. So really happy for the group.
Another very strong defensive performance. Time and time again, Toulouse having invitations on the Bradford line and the door slammed shut.
Yeah, too many, and it's going to hurt us. So that's something we need to look at. I've not mentioned that to them there. I want them to enjoy this. It's really important. But we're having to do far too much at the minute. So we need to be having a look at that.
When you're obviously saying that there's still work to do, obviously it's 3 wins on the bounce against playoff chiefs in opposition. But how much work, or how much is there to do? How good could this Bradford Bulls side be if the drop some of the frailties that you've referenced?
Yeah, I believe they've got lots of potential, and who knows where we can get to. The objective at the minute is being honest in our reviews and our performances, and sometimes better just means being more consistent with the things that you do. While it's not always looking at the negatives and how you can improve them, I think we want to be a consistent team, and you don't become that by winning 3 on the bounce. You have to go and get it done for a period of time, and that's something that we're hunting. But look, I just cannot question the group's character at the minute. I love what they're about, their energy, how they care. They really do care, and I think you could see that it was backed up by their actions today. And just really glad that they managed to see a game out against a real quality side. Like, I don't get fooled in to that they've lost a couple of games. They're a quality team. They really are, and they'll be up there at the end of the year. It
wasn't the start that you wanted, Ruben Rennie going under the post after 4 minutes, but do you think that helped you focus?
Well, no, because I thought, my message was I thought we were doing some really good things. We were winning the territory battle. We were getting to the end of our sets. We were really good, and we were doing everything that we practiced and everything that we'd highlighted. It was just a one-on-one miss. So the key there was not to get too down about it and just start the game again and respond. And I thought we did that. I thought we really did that. And then the other try we conceded, we just clocked off on a short side. So, but we defended really well for large parts. And again, it weren't perfect, but we turned up for each other. So I thought our start wasn't too bad, to be honest with you, and probably grew into the game and got better as the half went on.
You were trailing 8-0 after 20 minutes, after a bit of ill-disciplined set restarts and a couple of penalties, but the game then turned on its head with that Kieran Gill try, and then shortly after Zach Fulton. It certainly felt the pendulum had gone boom.
Yeah, I don't actually think we were ill-disciplined today, if I'm honest with you. We'll have a look at that. I thought we were very well disciplined, if I'm honest with you. So, but yeah, we'll look at that. But yeah, whether we like it or not, it was a penalty and it got them 8 points in front. So, real pleasing point for me was just how we kind of reacted, and we didn't go off course. If anything, we went harder at our game plan. So that again, that's a pleasing factor for me.
How important was that game management from Jordan Lilly, John Davis, and I dare say a patient approach?
Yeah, really important. I think I want to add Dan Smith into that. I think what he's doing for us at the minute is fantastic, and he's probably, it's probably not being seen by people from the outside as much as it's being valued to us on the inside, and that's fine. But he's playing a huge role for us at the minute in helping us stay connected, attack wise, and just stay on plan. And he's obviously getting through some work defensively as well. So I didn't really want to bring him off, but we had to in the end. But he'd done a great stint again.
You mentioned that effort last week, Connor Carr, those tackles on Callum Atkins and Manoa Wakoke. Late on in the game, you see Aidan McGowan come up with a try-saving tackle.
Yeah, and it's credit to them. You can't teach that. You can't teach it. We value it. We look at it all the time. We look at the effort areas. It's the first thing we look at in our reviews and previews and things that we can do. And it's full credit to the team that they're really buying into it. They're really buying into it. So long may it continue.
And how pleasing is that for you, Eamon? No secret, you're playing Toulouse, big physical sides, attritional, and you're into that sort of crucial last 15-10 minutes, and the players are still showing that 100% effort, that attitude and that commitment.
Yeah, it's massive, and that's what I just said to them there. The amount of pressure we were under, the amount of errors we were making, the penalties we were conceding. I think we spent probably the last 15 minutes just coming out of this South Bank end here, so just really, really proud of them for being able to contain that and then flip it on its head and go and get some joy down the other end, not in terms of points but just some field position again.
How important was Kieran Gill's contribution?
Good, yeah, I just said to him he'd be gutted. I thought he could have got a couple today, so but that's what he does for you, Gilly. He's got great energy, especially when he sees that try line there, and he always comes up with one for us. So I think the combination with him and Jordan Lilly is fantastic. That's been here for some time, and it can only get better as well.
And obviously for him, with you losing Connor Carr, he's had to move on to the wing and play the wing majority of the second half.
Yeah, and did a great job. Did a great job. So yeah, we were twitchy losing Connor. Obviously that's a big one. We're not sure what he's done. We'll find that out in the week. But I think we had to move people around. Chester Butler probably had his best game for us, and then we ended up having to move him out of position as well. But seems to be the theme with us at the start of the year. We've got people missing in key positions, but whoever comes in is just ready to go and do a job.
You lost to Doro inside the final 15 minutes, so we couldn't tell if he was going to come back on. What's the latest with him? Because obviously he failed the HIA. Well, he needs to be sent for a HIA.
Yeah, I think he's dancing around in the change room, so I think he's all right. But yeah, he went off with a head knock there, so we'll go through the protocol. But I'm sure he's past it. He'll be fine.
So obviously, with it being the extra days now, you expect him to be okay for York next week?
Yeah, I hope so. Anyway, I'll have a look at that. To be fair. Yeah, I've not even given that much thought, to be honest with you.
I know it's early in the season, Eamon, but you think about taking points off Halifax, Featherstone and Toulouse. Those are all playoff chasing opponents. The buzz at full time from the fans, the war cry, come on you Bulls, reverberating around Old Hull. There's a real feel good factor here.
Yeah, I hope so. I think I said it to you in the week that I want the fans to enjoy it. I really do. It's important. So that makes me really happy that that you notice that more probably than me when I'm in my box. I notice it from within and within the group, and hopefully they can bounce off each other. It's really important. We want to do them proud. They come and support us. We really value their support. But the big one for me is just staying grounded. Staying grounded. We enjoy it now. Of course we do. You have to. It's tough, and they deserve to enjoy it. But again, when we come in next week, it's right. How do we go and plan the best we can for York?
And just finally from me, and I think it's 5 wins from 6 now at Barcardle, so certainly putting that capital F on Fortress once again at the home ground.
Yeah, I think it's important. This is our home, and we want to respect it and do it justice whenever we play here. Look, we want to be a team that travels well too, as well. But the players just spoke about making this, a fortress and a tough place to come, and they're backing the words up at the minute with their efforts.
You mentioned you weren't sure about Connor Carr. What is it? Is it knee or ankle?
His ankle. He rolled his ankle. So I just spoke to him there. He's obviously down. So we'll get him assessed. I'm sure Huddersfield will want to see him as well. They always do the right thing by the players. So we'll hopefully it's not too bad. But he's a tough kid, Connor. So for him to come off, I'd imagine he's done something substantial.
I ain't no doubt, Eamon. Perhaps last season or the season before, the players the heads might have gone, but it seems there's been almost a change in mentality since obviously Nobby and Grady last year, and then since you coming in. Is that a testament to what the work they've done last year, and obviously since you've come in this year?
Yeah, testament to the playing group. You as coaches, you have your beliefs and your standards, but you need buy-in from the group. I probably can't comment and shouldn't do on last year. I wasn't here. But I know what I want to do here, and I know what our standards are and what I drive, and all I can say is that the players are buying into it. So they're really well connected at the minute. So we want to hold on to that because it's really important. Yeah, knowing a plan and sticking to a plan is really important. But if you don't care like that, you'll get done. And at the minute, there were times there where we should have got burnt and we didn't because we were turning up for each other.